January 24th, I believe, 2013, and I just completely redid major swaths of Primo Levi with Arrrgh fish, and the most noticeable thing to me is the drawing I'd done based of this Israeli egg carton, which also doubles as a mask, at least the way I separated the front section from the rest of the former egg carton from its former life, as witnessed, like as such. But I had that drawn there and didn't like how it worked, and I decided to do something different. So we now have more multiplistic imagery than there was before. There was quite a bit before, but now there's even more. This is a ink drawing I did of Julie, the girlfriend of fall 1972 in Champaign-Urbana, Illinois. The Arrrgh fish is still here. We have there are some birds now from West Palm Beach Sketches over here. This here is one of about, I don't know, 3 or 4, maybe 5 artistic responses, my very first artistic responses to the Holocaust. These were, that's from 1976. There's a pencil drawing I did out on a Cascades Mountain hike with a friend Reiner several years ago. That's of a flower there. This is another drawing from a sketchbook from 1972 or 73, which kind of made me think of mathematical geometry, which overlaps chemistry for me. And Primo Levi also wrote sci-fi. Now, speaking of sci-fi, so I pulled out the sketches that I had done. I haven't looked at these in decades. In 1972, it was for a planned panoramic mural of the history of people from cave times to the present. There's some kind of interesting imagery in here, which is kind of a precursor to me of things I began doing like 30 years later, like this particular type of fish here, and this bird here. And it starts out, now this has nothing to do with 23rd Avenue in Seattle. I assume there must have been a 23rd Avenue in Champaign, Illinois. It says me 23rd Avenue, and might look like a flying pizza, but I think it was supposed to be a flying saucer. Out of the sky, there's stores in the background. It looks like it's landing here. That's panels 1, 2, and 3. Number 4, it interrogated me. There we have the this alien. It was angry. It zapped me with 6 ray guns of some sort. God, it sounds like NRA space alien. So the bicycle pedaling figure I drew here. There's the flying pizza flying pizza saucer. There's the thing again. There's the new recreated reincarnation of the creature that with the 6 rays of guns, with 6, let's just say 6 ray guns of some sort! Exclamation in my original drawing from 41 years ago. So and some of the there's that. I don't know if that was supposed to be me there or not in this cave painting. Looks like a cobra snake here, but I like this dinosaur. I'm looking at it, which I recreated over there, and this dinosaur here, and the bird there from one of these other sketches. Oh, there's the one of the birds right there. Anyway, there you have it. It's a nice shot of my socks there. Arbeit macht frei is still there, and there you have it. I have to get the plexiglass. This will be exhibited at Seattle Central Community College, April 1st to 26th, with a large exhibit of my Under the Wings of several works in the Under the Wings of God series, and other Holocaust artworks, and a number of human rights series artworks. There you have it. Take care, everybody. January 25th there, I'm with some bunch of sketches that were like a long panel, what they call a cartoon in terms of like studies on paper for a mural. The mural was never done. In fact, I'm amazed that I still have these 42 years later. But I looked at these images last night while I was reworking my Primo Levi with Arrrgh fish drawing, and copied some of the images on there because I found them of topical, historic, visual, aesthetic, and scientific interest. Now moving on to the kind of history of the creation of the earth, which would be and the Genesis story. Now it looks like each of these 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 panels had been taped together at one point. Like the mouth on this one's fascinating. So this dinosaur creature coming out of an egg, I did copy in the onto the Levi drawing. So this panel would have connected with this one as such. Kind of like a cross between a large chicken or turkey and a dinosaur. This guy cracks me up. This dinosaur I also copied onto the section of the Levi drawing. So this guy holding this evidently speared rhinoceros-looking creature. Guy's holding the like the horns, the head that moves into the woman cooking. We have a couple of people. This is evidently making a wheel. This one's kind of toppling over while trying to move it. Maybe the roundness wasn't quite perfected yet. Let's just start out with a square, and then you this moves here. Interesting little architecture here. Dino Land and Green Power. It's like cultivation of wheat and such. And then we move right into the 20th century with the Flintstones. And going back to the very beginning, the the alien outer space creatures did also make their way into the Primo Levi drawing, as did the flying saucers and the guy on the bicycle. There you have it.
Yes. It's not really a question, but I guess you've just kind of named I guess my favorite thing about your work, I think, which is that you clearly have the technical skill to do like a really formal kind of classical drawing. Like you could just take the photo and then draw it, but you've taken it in a much more, I think, artistic and creative way.
Well, thanks. I don't know if I could draw classically. If you look, the most famous artist of the 20th century, Pablo Picasso, people, when they think of him, they usually think of all these abstract, cubist type, whatever, things that are very difficult to understand for some people. But if you look at the drawings he was doing when he was a teenager, he was drawing like a Renaissance draftsman. Those beautiful renderings that I could never do, like tonal, you know. I can work fine with like lines and dots and dashes and things. It's a, but I'm flattered nonetheless at what you said.
And then just putting your own imagery in it that you've picked up from other places that puts your character within it. I think it's really cool.
Well, thanks. Let me know when you both get hired to the Metropolitan Museum in New York and start curating exhibits. I'll be happy to accept.
And I guess part of what I mean is like my grandfather is a painter, and to me he approaches it in kind of a strict fashion. Like I'm just going to paint this boat, and then I'll put the matting around it, and then I'll put the frame around it, and then I'll hang it up. But you'll do this triangular frame that I'm assuming you made. You'll do the mosaics. So I really like how even though you have a style, it's always you can tell it's the same artist, but it's always changing and moving forward.
Thanks. I take that as a compliment also.
Yeah.
I'm going to turn